Max, thank you. Plenty to talk about today, but we're going to start with the big story here. The president of the University of Missouri System says he is resigning amid student criticism of his handling of several racial issues.
President Tim Wolf says his resignation is effective immediately. Adriana Diaz has more on the story from Columbia.
Under pressure from students, the University of Missouri's president resigned this morning.
Please use this resignation to heal, not to hate. And let's move forward together for a brighter tomorrow.
Students have been demanding Tim Wolf's resignation because they said he didn't do enough to address racially charged incidents on campus. In one event, a swastika was found in a residence hall, drawn with human feces. Students also reported having racial slurs yelled at them in at least 2 incidents. Protesters have been demanding change for months, and this weekend the football team went on strike, vowing not to play until the president stepped down.
It's really about just getting fairness, not just about Tim Wolf resigning, but it's about just getting equal rights with different things on campus.
Wolf took full responsibility for his inaction and the student frustrations that followed. Adriana Diaz, CBS News, Columbia, Missouri.
So some of the faculty there at the school said that they were going to participate in a walkout, but now that the president has stepped down and resigned, the football team is going to do practice tomorrow.
Right.
They said if they would have forfeited the game on Saturday, it would have cost the school like $1 million.
$1 million. They're in the contracts for those games. There are these big fines, and for this particular one, it was $1 million that the team was willing to cost the school for this cause, but also the coaches were behind it. They said, hey, this is the team's decision. This is what they're doing. There was also a student who was on a hunger strike, a Jared Butler, who had gone on a hunger strike until these issues were resolved. He has now stepped back from that. So apparently the community is happy with this step. Wolf, who resigned, has said, you know, I don't think this is the way this should have happened, but let's use my resignation as a fresh start.
And I didn't realize this until I was just doing some reading right before the show, but apparently all of this started, the protesting really started and got underway after the student body president apparently was walking down the street and somebody drove by in a truck and yelled some racial slurs at him.
Right.
He's black, and that's what really sparked this. And they said, look, this is just one example of these things that keep going on, and the school wasn't doing enough about it. So that's what led up to today's big thing. And
a lot of interesting incidents, and where do they go from here? Because how do you really, I think the question is always a tough one to answer of how you fix these things, but now they're all talking about it, so it's a start.
Speaking of talking, a lot of talk about that over the weekend. The other big thing that everybody was talking about over the weekend, Starbucks, and the fact that its Christmas cups are just kind of plain.
Well, plain this year. So this week, Starbucks unveiled its annual holiday surprise, which is their red cup, and it is really a true symbol of Christmas, of the holidays, for those cult-like coffee lovers, of which I am a proud member.
And some customers are now saying that this year's design that you're looking at on your TV, it's disappointing because this year Starbucks, as you see there, is using fewer or no holiday symbols at all. In the past, they've had Christmas trees or snowflakes or Christmas ornaments on there. Well, this year they say that it's just going to be the plain red cup. Some are calling it another part of the war on Christmas.
Sure. So when the cups rolled out in late October, Starbucks VP Jeffrey Field said the company wanted to usher in the holidays with a purity of design that welcomes all of our stories. So clearly they're trying to get away from that denominational symbols of the holidays, but people are mad.
They're upset, and there's that.
There's that. Well, there are the folks who are upset, and then there are the folks who are upset with the folks who are upset, which is how everything on social media goes. But what I have seen on my news feeds is a lot of backlash against the people who are upset, saying, why are you upset about this? This is the coffee cup.
Yeah.
Look at the things that you could be upset about related to
you look at the sides and the arguments on this, and you've had some people who've said, and apparently this all started when a former pastor in Arizona noticed this, and he got on his blog, which is apparently very popular in Arizona, and so everybody started paying attention to this. But I'm losing my train of thought here with this.
Quite all right. We're still talking about coffee cups. It's kind of the end of the day. It's coffee cups. I think they're lovely. Yeah, they're a little less exciting than they usually are, but you got a nice red cup.
I can see, you've got those who are saying this isn't just about the coffee cup. It is about malls not displaying Christmas trees, because everybody does want to be so politically correct. And yeah, we take things probably too far when we're trying to be too PC. But on the other end of that, it is just a coffee cup.
It's
Like,
just a coffee
so,
cup, and I
don't
think
know.
it's an attempt to be more inclusive, but there are folks who are upset.
All right.
That's it.
Move on?
Move it on.
Okay, let's
That's
do that.
it. We're done talking about Starbucks
I was
cups
so
now.
nervous about that conversation.
I know, I
Jan,
was
to
a
be
little
honest
worried
with
about
you.
it. We got through it.
Okay, hey, a little bit more of a serious note here. An investigation is underway after officials say students at a Colorado high school apparently had been swapping hundreds, and I'm going to stress that, hundreds of
Hundreds.
naked pictures of each other, students in a high
school students.
And now several students have been suspended because of this.
Yeah, so a school official says students hid the images in an application that disguises itself as a calculator or media player, which we've told you about right here on First News at 4. These apps exist. They keep it hidden from the parents. But this situation got so far out of hand. Jennifer Kovaleski has more.
They've become extraordinarily advanced.
A quick search in the Apple App Store reveals hundreds of these private vault security photo apps, disguised as calculators or audio managers.
It is an application, it does work, but it also has then the dark side.
A secret place to store photos, messages, or browse the internet. In Canyon City, administrators uncovered students using the apps to collect and share naked photos.
It might be funny or fun today, but 10 years from now, is that really what you want to have out there?
Metro State security expert Steve Beatty says the apps aren't new, but the technology is becoming more sophisticated.
They are able to hide more and more things.
Many of the apps are so advanced they allow 2 passwords. Type in one, everything on the app disappears. Put in another, perhaps only known to you, and it's all back.
And you have to type in exactly the right number to unlock and get behind and see the photos.
While teens may think the photos are hidden from mom and dad, Beatty says there's nothing stopping the developers of the apps from sharing the photos.
It could just take your hidden photos and send them to somebody else on the net. And there you go. Your information then is compromised in ways you never imagined.
Boy, talk about just a different generation.
Yes.
I had other things I was worrying about in high school.
Then secret
it-
apps on
and
your
it-
smartphone.
and
We
it
didn't have
wasn't
smartphones.
that, so-
No, it wasn't that. Well, the other interesting part of this to me is that prosecutors having a little trouble dealing with these cases when these photos get out of the hands that they were intended for and out into the public. You're talking about minor on minor crime.
Well, it becomes child porn.
It becomes child porn committed by children.
Right.
So you've got a 15-year-old sharing a photo of a 15-year-old. Where do you take the blame on that? What do you do on
And
that?
when you have
How
an
do you deal with
entire
it?
student body doing it,
Yeah,
that's what I
just
just
around
I
and
can't wrap
around
my
and
head around
around.
that. The fact that you've got so many kids that are just swapping nude photos of one another. Like
I would have been mortified
don't
if
get
I
it.
was that age.
Anyways, experts say, here's the takeaway for parents. Experts say, you know what, look at your kid's phone.
Yeah.
If you see any apps that are on there that seem out of place, if you don't see the regular Twitter or Facebook, investigate it. See what those apps are and
touch it.
That's how you hopefully get around it.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, one more thing before we go to break. Huge alligator. I love this. This big thing was caught in Sugar Land, south of Houston, over the weekend. Take a look at this.
Oh my gosh, the gator blind in one eye. It weighs more than 800 pounds. Look at that thing, it's gigantic. More than 12 feet long, apparently. Wrangling
Just wants
the
a belly
animal.
rub, that's
He wants
all.
a belly rub.
What's
Look at
wrong?
flip it over. Shopping center in Sugar Land. Quite the task for the authorities. I guess they're trying to chill him out by throwing that thing over him. A Home Depot forklift eventually had to be used to lift the gator onto the back of the truck, which at 800 pounds, yeah. A dental hygienist also happened to be licensed with Texas Parks and Wildlife as an alligator trapper. So they were out there helping to capture that gator.
Could have made some gator soup out of that bad boy.
You could have. I wonder where they took him. Where'd he go?
Here's the answer. To
Oh.
a sanctuary in El Campo, which is just west of Houston, and they're going to put him in a breeding program.
All
so
right.
he will.
Well,
get
I'm sorry you won't get your gator soup right away. Louisiana boy over here. All right.
Would have been good eats. Just saying. All right, we're going to do much more, including a look at the forecast and the future of Brian Parks, how you can play a role in what Brian will look like in a couple of years. We'll do that right after this.